dear Josh, aka my Bobby.
I've always been told that I should marry someone who shows me love like my daddy does, and that is exactly what I found in you.
I'll put my light in a bottle, something to guide your way, even if you're too scared to follow. There's a light in each new day.
Anna Payton Crosland, although your last name is changing, you're still going to be my stinky bird. It's not those pretty eyes, your infectious smile, those long legs I wish I had, or even those daring bird eyebrows you have. It's that I see grace and love of God shining through you. You can say I helped you grow in faith, but you have done more for me than you ever realize.
When I look at you, I see my home, my safe space, and my best friend. I know that I'm not easy, and I know that I drive you crazy sometimes, but I promise that there will never be another who is as crazy about you as I am. I want you to know how blessed and privileged I am that even with all of my flaws and imperfections, you still chose me to be your wife.
I promise to smile and nod when you ask for a fudge bar and Kool-Aid 2 minutes after I get comfy in bed. I vow to love you unconditionally and go to war with you no matter the situation. I promise to laugh with you in our good times, be a shoulder to cry on in our bad, and do my best to make a way when we don't see one.
I've known ever since our first date at Drake's that you were meant to be mine. I love you, Joshua Adam Crosland, and I promise that I always will.
I'm so excited to start this life with you and someday raise a beautiful family. I love you so much. Payton.
You're about to see me with the biggest smile on my face as I walk down the aisle to you. But there is one thing that I have for you that will hopefully put a smile on yours.
Today we celebrate Payton and Josh's promise to honor and celebrate this holy gift of love. Payton and Josh, today is February the 24th. And in Genesis 2:24 it says, "Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Do you promise to love each other in this very way as the Bible reveals it, and commit yourselves to each other as man and wife?
I do.
I do.
Payton stole my heart from the first time I saw her. I always told Payton whoever she married had to come ask me. Well, Josh did that, but his opening line could have used a little bit of work. Josh pulled up, gets out, and this is what he says: "She ain't pregnant."
I met Josh April 15th, 2023, last year at a Supercross race. I think they had a flat tire that morning and it didn't even ruin their day. He must have patience, I thought. My next thought was, he has got some really good hair. I noticed that from what I've learned, his life wasn't easy. He quit his job, and for about a year and a half, he dealt with thoughts of suicide. He had hit rock bottom, not knowing that his dad was struggling with the same thing. 2 days after his dad lost the battle he had been fighting, Josh started back to church. He got saved, and he hasn't looked back. I can honestly say these two people are ready to start a life together.
Although I am your older sister and supposed to be the one teaching you, you have taught me so much, and I am so grateful for the joy you bring to my life. You are a wife now, and you will be an exceptional wife. You are the most beautiful bride, full of grace, a perfect example of what Christ calls us to be. And I am so honored to have stood beside you today. And I promise to be there for you and Josh whenever either of you need me, because that's what sisters do.
I, Josh,
take
thee, Payton, to be my wedded wife. I, Payton, take thee, Josh, to be my wedded husband. To have and to hold. From this day forward. For better, for worse.
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
For richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Not only am I Josh's brother, I'm also his financial advisor. So what that means is usually he tells me about his bad ideas to make sure I agree they're bad ideas so he can go ahead and do them. One thing that I've just learned about marriage in the last few years that I want to share with you, and that's that God uses marriage to really teach us how to love like Him. When we think about God, we think unconditional love and grace and mercy. And if God gave us a spouse that always met our conditions, we would never learn unconditional love.
Those whom God has joined together, let no man put asunder. You have vowed to keep each other safe and love in each other's care, standing here before God in your loving and supportive friends and family. And so it's my great joy to pronounce you husband and wife. Bobby, you may kiss Bobby.
If the moon gives a present, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold.
I am so happy that you have found your person. The jelly to your peanut butter, the smile to your face, the sweet to your dreams, and the best to your friend.
As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. If the moon gives a present, the sun stops it shining, you know you've got a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. Yeah, there's more